Hey guys, what's going on? I just thought I'd make a quick video, well not really a quick video, but just a kind of different sort of video as to what I usually do. Recently I reached 2,000 subscribers, which is really awesome. I guess like I haven't really ever done a sort of about me type video before. Like I really don't like that sort of thing. I see other people do it. It especially annoys me on like channels where these people aren't necessarily like really well known on YouTube, and yet they just almost straight away go out and do an about me video, and it's like that's one thing that really annoys me about YouTube is it sort of gives people this warped idea that people just will naturally care about someone just because they put themselves out there, but really it sort of comes down to how much of an interesting sort of personality you have, how well you are at presenting, as to how much people will sort of respond to that and enjoy just basically watching you talk about yourself. For me personally, that's never really been my main focus, and I don't want it to be, because I usually do obviously music stuff, like the piano tutorials and the remakes and remixes and all that kind of thing. And so I've never really tried to make the focus of this YouTube channel like about me, because I just feel like no one's really gonna care that much. But anyway, I just thought, because I have been on YouTube for about 5 years, uploading videos for 5 years as well, because obviously there's a lot of people who just have accounts for 5 years and never uploaded anything. I felt like I sort of owe it almost, like, well, I sort of earned it in a way, not to like brag, but like, I don't know, I know 2,000 subscribers isn't like a huge amount or anything, but I just kind of feel like, like in that whole time I've been on YouTube, I've had like a lot of changes in the types of videos that I do. In fact, even just this year, I had like a pretty big change from what I was doing beforehand. I don't think I've ever really like addressed it or discussed it like in a formal sort of sense like this before. So I just thought, because I have like 2,000 subs, which is really cool, I'd just do something a bit different and talk about that. Maybe talk about myself as well a bit, because I don't know. I just feel like I've earned it. So first of all, is in regards to the change that I've had this year on, the types of videos that I do. If you subscribe to me, like, before this year, you might know that I did a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with what I did now, I guess you'd say. I was really more focused or like orientated on sort of like video games. I guess the main reason I, made that change, I was slowly losing interest in games, like in general, to be completely honest. Well, not even slowly, like just this year, it was sort of like a massive, it was weird, it was like a sudden kind of change where it was like I just suddenly wasn't interested in that anymore, and I don't know why, but like, I do go through phases, I'm not gonna lie, so I just felt like it wasn't something that I was passionate about. I was just sort of doing it for views. I'd go out and buy a game with the money I'd earned from YouTube, just to be one of the first to play it, just so I could get views. And it felt like I wasn't doing anything out of the passion. It was just like, oh, it's a new game, I must play it and put it up so I'll be the first and get heaps of views and cash and all that. It wasn't something I was passionate about, and I think if you're doing that, you're probably doing YouTube for the wrong reason. So I thought I should probably do something that I am actually passionate about, which does happen to be music. And I have been passionate about music all my life, to be honest. Especially this year, though, I've really gotten into producing a lot more. And also, like, even though I have played piano since I was like, 4 or 5 or something like that, just this year, I've really sort of started to try and learn some more advanced sort of, I don't know, grade 6 to 7 pieces. Well, I'm going to say, I just remembered most of my viewers aren't like in Australia, so that doesn't really mean anything, but some more advanced pieces basically, and just overall sort of try and improve like my musical skill in a lot of different ways. I've really been getting into that, and one thing that I am really happy that I've been able to sort of do, which there's no chance I'd be able to do before, is with working out a song by ear on piano with these piano tutorials. It's really cool, but just through doing so much of that, I've been able to sort of work out any song by ear, like completely, almost like note for note, basically, you know, just the bass and leads and anything else that goes on. I can work that out entirely by ear now, and that's really cool. Like, because about a year ago, there's no chance I'd be able to do that. I'd be like, maybe get the lead down, but no chance I'd get the bass, or I don't know, maybe just the vocals even. So, yeah, no, that's something I'm really happy about, and it is something, you know, I really do enjoy making those sort of tutorials, and people might think I'm a bit weird for, you know, putting in all that time, because I spend like all week sort of creating this artificial piano tutorial type thing, you know, every week, and so yeah, I haven't really scripted anything to say, so it's kind of a bit awkward, because I'm just sort of improvising here, and plus it's a bit early in the morning. Well, actually, no, it isn't. It's like 4 p.m. But I went to bed at like 4:30 a.m. last night because I was producing something, and so now I'm like really tired, and my brain is just mush. But yeah, I guess that's what producing sort of does. When like I was basically having a lot of trouble mastering this track. Well, it's this song that I've heard recently called Shades of Grey by Oliver Heldens and Shauna Frank, and I really like it. And whenever I like really like a song, like this is, you know, this kind of song I've been obsessed with. I've been like playing it on repeat for the last almost a month now, and whenever I like a song that much, I just have this thing, and it's weird, but I just have to like reproduce it from scratch in like, you know, some audio software. So like, yeah, I've been basically trying to recreate that entire song's instrumental in FL Studio. I've even got like one of my friends is going to do vocals on it, which is really cool. Yeah, I'm really excited actually to, you know, hear that final product of it. I'll probably put it up on my channel like in a few weeks actually. And yeah, it's going to be really cool. I think her vocals is going to suit like really well, so I'm really excited about that. And yeah, we've also like actually, we're also going to enter a festival with that song, and you know, perform it in front of a live audience, obviously. And it's going to be, it's actually a singing competition, so she could like potentially win quite an expensive marketing campaign, and that would be really cool. But yeah, I don't know, I just thought it'd be something different, also like playing electronic music live, because I got like a MIDI keyboard. I don't think I've ever used that in you know, any YouTube videos before, but basically, yeah, I got this MIDI keyboard so I can actually play, you know, these electronic songs that I produced in a live setting, which is really cool. And so I don't think, you know, there's many people at this festival who, or anyone really, who's done this kind of thing. So I'm hoping it'll be, you know, a kind of unique thing, and hopefully that'll sort of, you know, help us have a better chance, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much, you know, what's going on with the channel. Like, I'm basically just wanting to do more of this music stuff. I don't think it's going to get old, really, like it did with the video games. I think, you know, you don't really get over music. I think maybe your taste in music might change, but I think no one dislikes music, and anyone who does is probably a really stubborn person. But yeah, no, I don't think it's going to get old like what I did before did, so yeah. The other good thing is I actually finished up year 12 this year. Or like where I live, I don't know what it's like in America. I think, don't you have like college or something like that? But in Australia, you basically do school up to year 12, and by the time you're in year 12, you're like 18. And then once you've done that, then you've like finished school and all that, and you just go on to like university. And then university is like obviously where you study like only the thing that you're interested in, and like get a job straight after that. So yeah, you know, I've finished school like just this year, like a few weeks ago. Next year, I'm having a gap year actually, so I'm hoping that, you know, in that time I'll be able to put a lot more of my time into YouTube, I guess. Because, you know, this year, I think I've been able to keep up fairly well, but obviously, like, balancing this kind of thing with schoolwork can be difficult. So I'm going to have, yeah, a gap year next year, and hopefully, you know, with that year I'll be able to sort of do a lot more with, you know, my videos, because I'm hoping, at the moment, it's funny, like, although when I did games before this, I probably got a lot more views on like certain videos, and like say there'd just be like one video that would get like, you know, heaps of views, and it was like almost like clickbait because it was just sort of that popular, and you know, but at the same time, it wasn't really like as personal. So I guess like not as many people were subscribing. Like they were just interested in that video. They weren't sort of interested in what else, you know, I put up on my channel. Whereas I feel like with piano tutorials, it's sort of like, you know, when people see a piano tutorial and it's good, they're like, oh, I wonder what else this person has done as far as like piano tutorials go. And so like they'll subscribe if like they watch some others and they like those as well. And that's really what I'm trying to do. And I feel like next year, you know, if I really start to do a lot of piano tutorials and like get sort of almost known for that, then that could really like, you know, increase subscribers fairly quickly. And like that's even been evident this year actually. Yeah, I've had about the same amount of subscribers this year as I had like in the last 4 years before this. So, you know, I think that really goes to show that yeah, if you can do something where it's more unique. Well, I mean, I know a lot of other people do this, but if you can do something where it's more your own, like, and then people will come back more often, and that, yeah. But yeah, I can see my time is blinking on my camera, which is telling me that I'm out of space on my SD card, so I'm gonna cut this short right here. I haven't really got much to say, to be honest. I didn't plan anything, as I said before, like I haven't scripted this, it's just totally improv, and it's probably gonna be super cringeworthy because I'm just, my brain is mush. But yeah, thank you for subscribing. It's been an awesome 5 years, and hopefully it'll be an awesome 5 years to come. Ciao.